What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gordy, and this is Flow Talk, and we're back with another episode. It's been a little bit of time since we did the last one, but we're here, and we got a lot to talk about today. Today, we have a couple of guests on the phone. We got Jasmine.
Hey.
We got Kiera Liz.
Hey.
And we got my man Lonnie.
Yo.
And so Bill Fee couldn't make it, but basically they're here today because we got this is a recap show from our show on April 25th of Flow Sessions Live. After the show, a lot of things happened on social media and stuff, so we're gonna get kind of at the bottom of it, but we just want to recap on everything that happened in the show and all the artists who were super dope, who collaborated, networked, and just the whole event. How you guys feeling?
Feeling good.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys joining in. I know I know scheduling has been a little bit of a challenge, but we're here.
That's right.
Kiera Liz, you there?
Yep.
So I'm going to start with you, Kiera Liz. What did you think about the show?
I thought it was dope. I thought it was dope to get everyone together like that, to see new talent, new faces, to network. Yeah, I thought it was dope.
Jasmine, how about you?
Yeah, I thought the show was awesome. I thought it brought a lot of variety. We even started, we had a little bit of like punk rock mix, we had rap, we had a little bit of R&B. There was a lot of variety, which is different for most of these, battles and things like that, because usually it's like, it's just rappers, it's hip hop, there's variety. So I love that.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. That was the idea. It's just because, Flow Sessions, as you guys know, this is just kind of a branch of, what I do online. So I wanted, and what I do online is not just stuck to one genre. So I wanted to keep that same mentality, that same vibe to the shows and stuff. So I love the fact that we had more variety too. I thought it was great. I wish I had a little bit more, but what we had was what we had, and it was a good blend of everything. Lonnie, you there? Lonnie will be there, right?
Yeah.
Lonnie, what'd you think of the
show? Well, my bad, I just got to work around.
What'd you think of the show, Lonnie?
The show was good, man. The show was good. I enjoyed it. A lot of different acts, a lot of different variety. Some people just get mad that they can't cut it.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that a little later. So
other than that, my bad.
No, go ahead.
But yeah, the overall everything about the show was good, man. I had no fucking.
Yeah. We were hanging out yesterday. We were talking about it. You were like, yo, the ending of that shit was legendary.
Yeah, bro. Like, I had a good time. It was a great environment, all positivity. Making up words like Carolyn over here.
Speaking of making up words, huh?
So for you guys who don't know,
I'm gonna trademark that.
So for the audience that's tuning in, so the people that are on the call, they were the judges for the event. So they had a big part of the event. They were judging the artists and their performances. We had one more judge who couldn't make it today. His name's Bill Fee, but he's going to send a recap of his event a little later. So I'm going to add that into this. But I'm going to start with I have the flyer in front of me, and I just kind of want to go down the list here. The first artist that we had, the first set performers that we had was Angelic Authority, which is the punk rock band. What do you guys think of that one?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was different, fresh, something new that hasn't been on.
Me too. And they're like performers. They were on there to perform. Mm-hmm. They came dressed ready to perform, and they gave us something different. Definitely a different vibe. Yeah, I definitely appreciated the live instrument playing. We don't see much of that, because when it's rap, people just rap and stuff like that. But to actually play the instrument and be a musician, I thought that was so dope.
Yeah, me too. At first, it caught me off guard of what we were gonna get, but as like the performance went on for me, I was vibing to it. I was like, okay, this is different, you know. So
yeah, a live band.
Yeah,
was cool.
And they had the matching setup, the matching gear, and all that. They were synced in one. It was good. It was really good.
Yeah,
and I can't wait to see them again. I'm looking forward to see what other performances they have this year. I would definitely go to a show. So after that, so I'm gonna, obviously, this is the hot topic from last week and stuff. It died down a little bit, but I still kind of want to talk about it. So the second performer from there was Debo. Debo, rap artist. It was a lot, right? So, but judging his performance, obviously, as we know, as the world know, I guess the local world knows that he was scored the lowest, and he felt salty about it. But tell me a little bit what you guys thought about his performance, just kind of after having like almost 2 weeks, of reflecting. What'd you guys think? Jasmine, I'm gonna start with you.
Well, I know I started a little bit of a controversy by calling it White Mountains rap. But, we were having, we were having fun, we're in and I mean, I was coming from a genuine place, right? He came with a different perspective. I was listening to the lyrics. It was a little hard to hear, right? Because, we're trying to listen to the track, but also trying to listen to him, perform. And so, and I could still hear some of the lyrics. And to me, it was a little bit of a fresh perspective, which is good. But I still thought he needed some work. That's it.
Jasmine, so for those who don't know, tell them a little bit about your background and like what your what the music means to you in regard, growing up and stuff like that, like what you've been hearing. So we can kind of give the audience of a perspective of what's it called? A better understanding of your perspective.
Yeah. So I come from more of like a hip hop historical background. Like I love the history of hip hop. I love the history of rap. I love the history of music. And I'm a big supporter of local musicians, live music, anything that's going to help promote the artist in any way, shape, or form that we can network and essentially build like the art world here, right? We have something here. Like we have a lot of talented people in New Hampshire and New England. And the thing is like, we're all kind of, it's winter, like 6 months out of the year. So we don't get to see each other that much, but like it's nice to be around that. So I'm a big supporter of local musicians. I love connecting them to the local media. I spend a lot of time with local media. So I try to write, I try to promote, I try to connect artists with each other. And, sometimes I'm always doing something in the community. And if I can work with an artist, I'll reach out to them. And, it's just good networking all around.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, thank you for that. Yeah, no, it's you've done a lot for the community, so I do appreciate that. I'm a witness firsthand. You've helped me out tremendously throughout the years, so thank you. But thank you for giving us a little bit of background so the audience can know who you are and understand your perspective in music and why you judge the way you judged, right? Lonnie, what'd you think about Debo's performance?
Yeah, man. He got a 2 for a reason, bro.
It was ass.
I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna keep it funky. It is what it is, man. Your lyrics was hard to hear. You were rapping over your own vocals, which was also tough to understand. I thought the performance itself was good. Mm-hmm. He does have some good bars, but you have to be able to hear them in an environment like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
So, not go too fast. Yeah,
man. And it sucks because I've literally been there before, where like I fucked up my own words in like a performance like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta fucking keep it moving, man. Don't take the criticism the wrong way. It comes from a place of like understanding. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Absolutely.
I literally lost a fucking rap battle because I forgot my words or messed up my own shit. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It happens to everybody. Bro.
I remember that day you got killed. But no, you're right. You're right. It's just it's one of those things where I get it, right? And artists, the majority of artists have an ego, right? And they think they're the best in the world, but sometimes you just have to like keep an open mind on situations, right? You may think you're nice, but you also have to take in constructive criticism, and that's what it was. It was constructive criticism. Right. You can't take it to heart.
I was just about to say that.
You know what I mean? So like, I'm glad I'm not a judge. I was like, oh my God, these guys are gonna make a hard decision. As I was watching the performance, my perspective on things. First of all, he started way too early on his vocals, and then he tried to catch up. I don't know if you guys caught that or not, but as soon as I
did not catch that. So
as soon as that happened, I knew it was not going to be, a solid performance. Now, I didn't think he would, not make it to the first round, but that's a whole nother thing. But I knew for the fact as soon as like he started like a couple seconds early from his vocals, and to me, it's like, how do you fuck up your own vocals? You see what I'm saying? But it happens. But I saw that, and I saw that he was trying to catch up. Then he had to stop to let the beat go a little bit, so then he could be in sync. So that you take points off that, it is what it is, and nobody's perfect, So, Kira Liz, what do you think about his performance?
So, right, I'm an artist. My genre is hip hop and rap. So I'm not really. I've never done judging before. Mm-hmm. I went in there with no preconceived notion. I didn't know anybody. I mean, the only person I knew was you and Fate. Mm-hmm. So I didn't know the acts that were gonna, perform. Mm-hmm. I went in there judging based off the performance itself, since, I perform, that's what I do as well. And it, like everyone said, it was just hard to hear his lyrics. It wasn't bad. Oh my God, I always lose my train of thought. It wasn't bad. It was just like you couldn't hear his lyrics like everyone else said. And the way that we gave our scores, it didn't come from, well, at least for me, and I know everyone else, it didn't come from a place of hatred. It was constructive criticism. Mm-hmm. And, his ego probably played a role in that, like you guys said, in wanting to be, the greatest. But again, it came from constructive criticism, and his performance could have been better. He was standing in one place. He didn't move around. It looked like he was nervous. You could tell. Yeah. So, that was my perspective on it. But again, he's not like a horrible rapper or anything like that. If I can hear his lyrics better, then, you can make a judgment on that. But
and nobody's perfect. Overall, right? People have bad performances. And you're right. It's just,
exactly.
First impression is sometimes last impression. But if you have a bad performance, people are going to judge by face value and what they're seeing. You know what I mean? And then, he felt. I saw that he felt some type of way later on. Well, go ahead, my bad.
Yeah. Also, he was the very second act. I didn't know if there was going to be any more performers that would have outperformed. So the way that scoring was, I didn't want to give the best score right in the beginning as well.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. No, and I love the way you guys scored. By the way, you guys scored like I wanted to for judges to score, right? No easy wins and stuff like that. Be critical. It's no easy fives. And I loved it, and I loved the way you guys scored, and what the artist had to do in order to get the high score. So.
Yeah. It was hard because, I mean, I can't even imagine performing in front of people and not getting nervous. You know what I mean? The fact that they were able to get up, perform their music, meet new people, just like Carol said, it's just we didn't know everybody. We didn't know each other. We all just got to know each other. So it was everything was, we got everything at face value.
Mm-hmm. Right. 100%. I do need to address, and it's real quick before we go to the next artist, because there was a lot on social media afterwards with him and him downplaying the artist and also downplaying my brand and my event. I felt some type of way about it, and I did have to respond to that. For all the work and all the years that I put into this, I couldn't just let somebody just shit on my brand, right? It got kind of out of hand because it was going on for 4 days, and I guess, I shouldn't have played into that, but I took the bait and I got out of character with it. So for those who are looking outside, looking in, who went work with me and know that that's not me, I apologize. But at the same time, Lonnie knows me. We've been through the trenches, so I had to say something, right?
Yeah.
And that's what it was, right? I won't say any more out of that, but again, me and him just have to have a conversation, man to man conversation. I'm not saying violence or anything like that. We just got to have an understanding, right? And move on from it, because at the end of the day, I do want to collab with him. I do want to do more stuff with other artists, and that's the whole point of this platform. It makes no sense to be local and have a divide locally. You're not going to get anywhere with that.
Right. Literally, that's exactly it, right? Is like we're all in it together. We're all trying to do music. We're all trying to put our art out there, and every opportunity you get to have a first impression or a last impression with somebody, you never know what kind of collaboration that could build into, or what kind of relationship that could build into,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And to downplay the other artists because you feel some type of way was corny. And that's what got me more upset than anything. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell did Crispy do? What did Elijah do? They didn't do anything but just perform, and you want to downplay their stuff. That's whack.
Exactly.
That was whack.
Yeah.
That was super whack. And
that's where the ego comes in,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a crab in a bucket mentality, right? Like, you see other people performing well, and like, you're projecting at that point, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're projecting your own insecurities at that point, and everybody's just trying to do the same thing.
Exactly. And that's what the platform's here for. You may not get it the first try, bro, but and trust me, you guys know there are going to be other events and other opportunities to perform. Kira Liz,
right,
how many
and there's
times
always
you performed
room
in my
for
events?
improvement.
Exactly, there's room for improvement.
Quite a few times, and there's always room for improvement. We can always get better.
100%.
That's the point, getting better at our craft.
100%.
We're not just gonna come out swinging as the best every time.
Yep. And it was great.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing about your platform, right? Is that free flow or die, right? Is that there is room to be teachable.
Flow free or die.
Flow free, sorry. Flow free or die, right?
Yeah.
It gives people the grace to like mess up and get better, and perfect their craft and get better and meet new people, and you get to see the growth of an artist. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I love to see like an artist grow into their music.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I love that. Me too. 100%. And I've seen throughout the years those artists grow into their music and flourish. You know what I mean? And that's a great feeling, because I want to see these guys win. I know how hard it is to, make music, let alone make money off of music, because it's so expensive to even make music. You feel me? So like, they're going to lose before they're going to win. And the fact that, they'll get to that point if they keep consistent that they're going to, they're winning. That's no better feeling than to see that, because you've seen the grind and the struggles and the hardships and all that. You know what I mean? So
and now, the cool thing is like about this whole situation, this whole social media mess, right? Is that it's got everybody talking.
Oh yeah.
And that's so important, because the more we talk about the scene, the more more small businesses will take it seriously. They'll open up their spaces to more artists, like that are part of the platform. So, just causing a buzz and getting us to talk to each other and talk about music, rather than all the other shit in the world, like it's kind of a dope moment,
100%. And I got good.
Yeah, that's what we need right now.
I got Mr. Goodbars to thank for that. But and also I guess I have to thank Debo for that too, right? Because he spoke his mind and it started something. So even though I didn't like it, I can't deny it, right? But moving on, let's talk about the other artists that we had going on. So Crispy was after Debo. Crispy had energy, huh?
Oh, Crispy came out hot. I'm Crispy. He had the most energy, I think, in the first round. It was dope. He did the whole crowd thing, He started that whole like engagement thing to interact with the crowd, and so I think his performance was great. Obviously, second round he kind of used his haymaker in the first round.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But other than that, man, he did a good job. I liked it.
Yeah, no,
he
his
had
hook was
a
super
really
catchy.
good hook.
Oh yeah, super
Yeah,
catchy.
he had a really good hook, and he had that old school, like, gave me like Fresh Prince vibes.
Yeah.
But I love that he got the crowd hype, because as soon as he performed, all of the other artists, I felt like upped up a little bit after, like, they upped their performances up a little bit. So I feel like he set the bar for the whole competition a little.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree with you guys' perspective as well.
Yeah, and he was the one that started the whole moving around with the crowd and getting everybody involved in that. He started engaging. Yeah, he started that out of the three performers. That he was the third one. So after that, everybody else kind of started doing the same thing a little bit. But yeah, no, I agree. He had a super catchy hook. I was in the back like, okay, Crispy. The hook was great. However, I'm very critical about delivery, and it's got to be smooth. And even though he's still new with it and he's still growing, I respect it, and I respect the fact that he went up on stage. But at the same time,
I mean, he had a couple missteps himself.
Yeah, 100%.
But he didn't take the criticism harshly. Like, he just understood, and he in his second round he pronounced and said his words way clearer than the first round.
It was the breath control is what kind of messed him up on the second on his first performance a little bit, but the hook was overshadowed everything. Everybody was so paying attention to the hook that a lot of people kind of missed that, right?
Sometimes it'd be like that, though. You just get the right, the right energy, the right hook.
Yeah,
man.
That's facts. But yeah, me just kind of looking at it, he had the hook. His rhyming was there. It's just the way he was rhyming. It's got to be a little smoother. It's got to have more substance, right? But at the same time, you kind of ignore that fact because he was so energetic. So shout out to Crispy and just, congrats to him. Just overall, just being him at the same time, like, being a photographer. And let me give you guys some game on Crispy a little bit. When we say he's a photographer, it's not just like any photographer. Like, he was on stage with Millie's The Locks. Taking those pictures. Chris Webby, like, that's real shit. Like, he was doing. So for he's seen the professionals, at their best. And so he wanted to take that step too. So I give him kudos just to
he caught me by surprise because I thought he was going to be there for pictures. When he was like performing, I was like, wait, what?
And in this New England market, Crispy is a very known photographer. So shout out to him, man. I got mad love for him. He's been doing a couple podcast episodes here, and he's always showed love. So I got nothing bad to say about Crispy. Shout out to him and keep doing your thing, bro.
Yes, sir.
After Crispy, damn, who do we have? I think we have Marco Phoenix. No, after Crispy was Fate One. Fate One, my boy Fate One. Shout out to Fate One. Fate One that's my boy. So shout out to him. But I'm Kiara Liz. I'm gonna go with you first. What'd you think about Fate One's performance?
Man, Fate is such a great singer. I love him. He's awesome.
Yeah, he is.
I actually want to apologize to him because the second round, I feel like I should have gave him more grace. Since the mic was messing up and it was the wrong song.
That's true.
The way that I scored him, I feel like it should have been a 4 instead of a 3 because my bad, Faye, I love you. But you handled that so professionally that I should have. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
my bad.
He's the only one that had to use like the messed up microphone for that second round.
Yo, and he didn't complain.
No, not at all.
And he had the wrong song. He had the wrong song, and he didn't even show not an ounce of frustration.
He took accountability when he took the wrong song. He took accountability of it. Just like a person, it happens. I want to apologize for him because I should have had him start his set again when we had that microphone situation, and it was like, oh my god. So when he finished, he, we and him had a conversation, and I was like, yo, I'm sorry. Like, I should have had you start your set, all over again. But it was one of those things, like split decision moments where I'm like, should I have him start a set again? Are people going to be mad about that? Like other participants going to be mad about that and all that. So it is what it was. And
things happen too. And, the show must go on. There was other acts as well. So
Exactly.
He was like so professional the way that he handled that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, honestly, he handled that so smoothly too. Like, I if he hadn't said anything about it being the wrong song, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
Honestly, because he handled it so well. He could have just been like, "Oh, the microphone's just messing up," and not tell us that he had the wrong song. Like, I wouldn't have been able to tell because he was able to professionally just get it in. And I mean, vocally, like, he's incredible. A performer, like a true performer. Like, I don't know if he's doing festivals or what, but he should be busy this summer. Booked and busy.
He should. They should be
definitely.
So if you got festivals going, hit me up so we can book them.
Let's go. Let's do it.
He should. Fate 1. Lonnie, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, like they were saying, man, he did his thing in the second round with what he had. Obviously, the microphone issue and him picking the wrong song led to the scores that he got, but it wasn't his fault.
Mm-hmm.
But he still handled it like a man and just kept it moving. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Don't have anything bad to say. Keep doing your thing, brother. It was great. Look forward to hearing more.
Absolutely. Thank you, Fate for just continuing to support, sharing everything. Coming through the events, helping me out, helping me set up. Always a real one. Appreciate you, bro. And I can't wait to keep working with you in the future. So moving on. So we had, after Fate 1, I believe we had Smalls. Smalls was dope. Shout out to Smalls. Lonnie, what'd you think of Smalls?
He just texted me yesterday, actually. Yeah. I've been keeping in contact with him. He sent me, his album. I listened to it. It's dope. You should go check it out. If you don't know,
smallsnice.com.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, honestly, Smalls, like, he killed it. I feel like he just killed. He came in like ready to kill it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I knew he was gonna kill it. I knew it from as soon as he said, "Yo, I want to be a part of it." I was like, "Oh shit!" I knew it. I knew it from the get go. But that's exactly why I couldn't judge my own show. And plus, judging my own show would look whack anyway. So, he was incredible. Kira Liz, what do you think?
I'm so sorry. Please refresh my memory. Who was that?
Smalls was
which one was that?
Smalls, the one that was in the finals.
In finals,
the African. He was dope.
Yeah,
his energy was up. He was just ready to go. He was ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's why he was runner up.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, and honestly, like he and afterwards, like we touched base after the show and. Just like, hey, like, here's my contact, like, here's my album. He was just he was also friendly, like, just a good, like, he seemed like a really good dude. And I feel like he has such great opener, like, potential, like, to open for bigger shows. Mm-hmm. Like, oh my God, like, he's got that serious star quality.
Storytelling was dope, too.
Yeah, he's got major, like, opener star quality.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Smalls is.
I got that vibe too.
Smalls been doing this for a long time. Like he was saying in the show, like he threw probably the first public rap show in Nashville back in like the 90s at Greeley Park. So like,
that's so cool. Like that's
a free show.
Like that's dope.
Yeah. So like, they've been doing this for a while. So I appreciate him. I didn't know that until I met him when he did Flow Session. So I thought that was super dope. And I'm like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Like I thought that when he told me that, I was like, yo, we need to do that again. It's been way too long to do that. That hasn't happened again.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe that can be in the works, Jasmine. Who knows?
Let's go. Let's do it.
Shout out to Smalls. What do you think about his finals performance?
Oh,
it was hard to decide between him and the other artist.
And we wanted We wanted one more song, man.
Yeah, we did.
We did. We were like, we should have them perform one more time, but we were like, nah. What if they're not ready for like another performance?
It wasn't that for me. It was like, well, if they both perform and they're both dope, you're gonna be stuck in the same situation. So I was like, why you want to do that?
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's true.
But no,
he did so good. He every set he did was just like hard. Like it was perfect.
Yeah.
It
was energetically live.
Yeah.
And that song for his the message behind that song that he did for his mom. I thought that was great, man. Shout out to him for that song too.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
Yeah, that one and the one with "If I Bleed for You." Remember that one?
Yeah,
that was fire too. Yeah, shout out to Smalls, bro. It's super dope. Can't wait to work with you in the future too, man. All right, so moving on. So we had also 6 Minds Combined. Shout out to 6MC. 6MC's been out here in the community, performing in other shows and stuff like that. I respect his grind. I just want to kind of put that out there. I see him doing shows. Even though I don't go to a lot of the shows because I got life going on, but I just got to say that I do respect your hustle and your grind, 6MC. I'm seeing you out there doing your thing. So shout out to you. Kira, actually, let's start with Jasmine. Jasmine, what do you think about 6 Minds Combined?
He brought like something totally different. Like for me, it was very like like when Linkin Park started doing like rap.
Yeah, like an alternative.
It kind of reminded me of that a little bit, but like he brought a whole different vibe, a whole different sound. So yeah, I thought he did a really good performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he didn't miss none of his words.
Nope.
Not what. He pronounced everything.
Nope. And that shows you preparation.
You're right. Honestly, now that I think about it, like I heard every single one of his lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. That's preparation. He's been performing those songs at a lot of his shows. So the fact that he's just so smooth with it, I thought was good. It's Jasmine, as you were saying, it's more of like an alternative hip hop type thing. That he
really has. And it could be niche. Like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like he just gave Queen of the Damned. I said it then. He gave Queen of the Damned like Queen vampire deep voice. It was. I could hear him on like shows on Netflix with that. Like his voice is very
That's
unique.
True. That's true.
Hey, honestly, I can see that too. Yeah.
Yeah, he should definitely look into sync licensing his music because I see that too.
Even if he decided to do voiceovers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely like a niche audience, right? Not a niche audience because like I feel like there's an audience for every genre, but like it's definitely a different genre. And I know, I mean, maybe for the crowd and for us, like maybe it was a little too dark, right? Because I think we were all like wanting to feel a little bit more high energy.
Yeah.
But other than that, like the performance was good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what makes that show so dope, right? Because you don't want each performance to be the same, right? With hip hop, high energy, and all that. So when he came,
we want everything to blend or sound the same.
When he came out the cut with the,
bro, that fucking the deep grimy voiceovers and shit.
Yeah,
but then he mixed it with the hard bars, though. So it was like,
exactly. Yeah, and he was saying
I was like, whoa, what is this?
Yeah,
yeah.
Shout out to 6MC, man. If you haven't checked his music, he just came out with a song called Dark, DARQ. So check that out when you guys have a chance. 6MC, I can't wait to work with you in the future, man. Keep doing your thing. You're a good guy. Love speaking with you, networking with you. Talking about your upcoming things. Really solid dude. So can't wait to keep on collabing with you. We had one performer that didn't show up. His name is Zay Zillist. They had a situation last minute, but I was looking forward to seeing his performance. He was coming from Lawrence.
Okay.
Yeah, but they couldn't make it, so I was kind of bummed out for that. But life happens, and I understand. So shout out to Zay Zillist either way. They're gonna be more shows, so hopefully we can link for the future events. After that, we had Marco Phoenix. Marco. Phoenix. Who said you gave me Usher Chris Brown vibes?
That was me. Jasmine.
Jasmine, elaborate. Go ahead. You go first.
Listen, the glasses, the hat, the pants. I was like, yo, like this, he's like, he should have been like a little Usher. Like it was just so good. And then
But like Usher in the 90s,
that,
right?
but like he came in with such a catchy song that was like such a summer vibe that I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was so impressed with the guy. Honestly, like what a good performer. Clearly, he's like his vocals. He's getting better because it was a little bit pitchy, but other than that, like. He's a really good performer.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Yeah, he had crazy potential. Crazy potential.
Oh, yeah.
And to do that live, to sound like that live, I could only imagine like studio version if he gets like a really good producer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Definitely. Honestly, I agree with that.
I think that.
I mean,
oh, sorry. Go ahead, Lonnie.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think he's great. I love this performance, but I thought he could have let loose a little bit more, a little bit more confident, with the vocals. I thought he was, don't get me wrong, I thought he did great, but when you're an R&B like artist, I felt like you should let them vocals out. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought he was kind of being a little bit reserved with that because he wanted to touch every lyric, every note, but that's just my opinion on that. I thought, again, I think he's great. I think he's going to be, if he keeps going with it, I think he's going to be something special for sure.
I agree.
Yeah,
definitely.
sure.
I think he's like, he's like 19 years old though, right? Like he's a young kid.
Older. He's a little older than that.
Oh, okay. He tricked me.
He looks older. He's a little older than that. Yeah. Go ahead, Lonnie.
Yeah. But no, he's another one, man. What was it? That Ride?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I've actually been listening to it because he sent it to me on the email. But it's like the rough demo version, and it sounds how we were saying, like we want to hear that when it's done, bro. It's a good track. It just has to, he just needs a little bit more like practice with his pitches and like you were saying, things of that nature. But other than that, man, I think he has crazy potential as well.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait to hear what he has in the future. So I think he did great. So shout out to him as well, man.
Yeah. So fun fact. So Marco Phoenix is actually performing in Concord June 27th.
Oh yeah.
At the B&H stage. It was booked by me. Shout out to Capital Center.
Shout out to Flow,
shout out to Capital Center.
There you
Shout out
go.
to
Let's go.
Flow Free, the booking agent. Shout out to me. Anyway, so they're
okay, Jonathan, I'm gonna have to reach out to you. I need to perform this too. Shit.
You know what I mean?
They're doing a new dope series called Locally Sourced, and they booked 3 artists. One of them being Marco Phoenix, the other one B Snare, who I also worked with before, dope artist. And another one named Martin Toe. I think, Jasmine, you might know who Martin Toe is. I'm not sure, but
I do, and I mean, what a dope! He's a great artist.
Yeah, he's dope. So I'm looking forward to the event. For those who don't know, it's June 27th at the B&H stage in Concord, and tickets are available. So please come through and support. If they make this a good event, there's gonna be more, right? But we have to show out for the first one, so there can be more events coming.
Yeah, and the more people buy tickets to these things and like keep coming to the shows and participating, like the more opportunity there is for all of these artists to keep performing, right?
Yep. Yeah, for sure. Sure. So I'm looking forward to it. It's something new. I'm hoping it's the start of a new thing, especially over there, because we definitely need some life over there in Concord. Shout out to Concord. I know Concord's dope, but I'm talking about like just the music scene. All right, so the next one we're going with is Shadow the Corner Rapper. Shout out to Shadow the Corner Rapper.
Shadow
the Corner Rapper. All right, who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Who was that again?
Shadow the Corner Rapper. It was damn. I don't even know his name. Oh, Brett. It was this dude named Brett. He was I think he was the last act out of the list. The first round.
Okay, I think he requested me on Facebook.
Yeah.
So him, I thought that his performance was great. You could tell that he was passionate about it. So it came out a little bit too aggressive for me when he was performing.
Yeah.
Because he was trying to, like just hit the words really hard and just like catch the crowd's attention, but it was just a little bit too aggressive. I feel like if he was just a little bit more laid back, it would have like landed better.
Yeah.
And it would have been a little more smoother. That was my opinion on his performance, but wasn't bad and great lyrics.
Jasmine?
Yeah, I agree. He had a performance there. Again, it was just one of those things where like other people had better performances, man. And, not to knock him because he came out, did his thing. But I enjoyed the performance itself. The lyrics were good. The song was good. It's like there was just other people that did better in that round,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jasmine?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I got to talk to him after, and I don't know if any of y'all noticed, but like, I thought I could hear a little bit of an accent, and I think that like, and when I talked to him after, I was like, oh, like I thought you have like an accent, you from somewhere? He's like, no, but he used to date someone out in Louisiana, and he had kind of like a Bayou accent, and I noticed that while he was rapping, and I was like, oh, I wonder if that does anything, right? Like, because accents can trip you up with your tongue in your mouth and all that fun stuff. But, so like I thought his performance was good. I like Lonnie said, I think there were other performers that were a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, after talking to him and hearing his voice, and Jonathan, like I do like audio all the time.
Mm-hmm.
After hearing his voice, after speaking, I thought he could maybe try actually like singing a little bit of his lyrics.
Singing,
like
okay.
I thought about this after, right? Like because sometimes people's voices like they match better to singing than they do to rapping, and it's just a matter of finding your right sound.
Yeah,
Oh, that is so true, so true.
I'm going to be critical on this one. I did not like it at all. I thought that he was just going too fast. He was nervous. He's trying to hit every note, and that it's just me. It's just my opinion, right? When you're rapping and you got you have to prep, and I don't think there was a lot of prep on this, and I didn't like it. And I'm surprised. And this is not no shot, but to you guys, I'm surprised he didn't score the lowest.
I'm about to take a shot.
What?
He wasn't the lowest scorer. I thought he was going to be the lowest scorer. And again, Shadow the corner rapper, your style's not for me. I get it. Some people may like it, may not. I just felt as I saw it was just lack of preparation for me, and I can tell. And I thought that it could have been better. But again, more shows coming. Hopefully you practice more and we'll get you in again. That doesn't mean that you can't participate on the next show. I'm just giving you just my 2 cents on how I thought the show was, and for me, it's the first 3 seconds. If I'm not tuned in, bro, you lost me.
Damn, 3 seconds. You ain't even giving them time to start.
But first 3, I mean, I'm not trying to be
nah,
mean, bro,
you think about people like they can determine whether they like you in the first like 40 seconds to a minute.
Yeah,
right.
It's the same with the music. Like the first 30 seconds of a song, you'll notice like whether or not you're gonna like it.
Mm-hmm. It was the delivery, the rhymes, the rhythm of the like the AABB, how you do poetry and all that. It was just it didn't work for me. You know what I mean? It was just like
but music is subjective too. It's not going to be for
100%,
everyone.
100%. It was just again, it's my opinion. Shadow, I'm sorry if please don't take this as just constructive criticism, and please don't take this to heart. It's just it's just lack of preparation. I feel like you can do better. You do have potential. I just feel like you should definitely practice performing, so that way when you get in, man, that performance is just like second nature. You know what I mean? Kind of referencing like 6MC. 6 Minds Combined's performance was second nature to him. You can tell it was just fluid. He was so natural in his performance that shit didn't phase him. You could have threw it could have been a gunshot somebody could have shot the ceiling and he was not moving from that fucking stage. I'm talking about 6MC. That's how fluid it was. You see what I'm saying? How second nature it is. So I just thought that he could have done better. But you know, again, this is what the platform is for the development of artists to be better. You know, this is a step to the right direction. So shout out to you anyway. Shout out to Corner Rapper. Again, more events coming in. I'm pretty sure you're gonna hit me up to participate. So, and again, I'm more than willing to collaborate. All right. So who we got? We have Fate, Angelic Authority, Crispy, Small, 6MC, Debo, Elijah Matthias is the last one. The champ.
Mr. 2020 himself.
Man.
Who's first?
He did his fucking thing, man. He did his thing. No questions asked. It was great. Again, I was like, the song that he performed, man, I was like, I could fucking put my windows down and drive down Main Street with this shit right now. Like, what the fuck? This shit is, his delivery, his flow, his cadence, everything. It was all on point. It was all prepped to make him win, which is basically, you know, it's what he did. It's what he came there for.
Yep. And
he delivered on every aspect of what performing your own tracks and your own music is all about.
100%.
And he did that shit with no problem whatsoever.
Careless.
Yeah, he just came in there with like winner's confidence.
Yeah.
Like he was gonna take it, you know, his flow, delivery, everything was on point. His performance, he got the crowd engaged. He just like brought everything that we were looking for as judges.
Yeah. Jasmine?
That was my opinion on that. Yeah. I mean, you know, some people like that, like just they have that, like that thing. Elijah has that thing. Like he's got that like swagger, the thing with his music.
He's immaculable. Like, come on now.
Let me clear this up. I'm sorry, Jasmine. I don't mean to interrupt you, right?
Yo, yeah, Carlos, tongue-tied over here.
I was thinking about the word immaculate and impeccable, and then I just put them together.
There you go. Hey, trademark that shit.
That's a Charlie's word, all right?
Man,
Elijah was so good.
Elijah was
He was so good.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was great. He came in to win. And you know what? Like when Elijah and Smalls, like, I mean, that was hard. That really was hard to have to pick between the two of them because the both of them really came to win. And you could tell they brought that energy and they literally competed with that energy. And that's why it was so hard to pick between the two of them because the two of them had two different sounds, right? Like Elijah was more like his music is more marketable, more like mainstream, easier to market, right? Like Smalls is like, if like, you love hip hop, like you love hip hop, you're gonna listen to Smalls. Like that, he is like hip hop. You know what I mean? Yeah. And not to say Elijah isn't, but like you can market Elijah a little bit more, right? Like so, it's kind of that was hard to pick between the two of them because both of them were excellent performers.
Right.
Fully agree.
I just want to say I'm very proud of Elijah. Elijah has grown tremendously throughout the years as an artist. He took a hell of a hiatus for like 7 to 8 years, to be honest. He moved out west and then he came back. But when he started fresh. He was still dope at that time, but you can tell he was still fresh. You know what I mean? Him and his boy Constant. Yeah. Shout out to Constant. Constant was another one who's lyrical. He's taking the backseat a little bit, just doing his own thing. But Elijah has grown significantly, and I couldn't be more prouder, for real. As he said, like he's done all my shows, like when he started, and you can tell. I remember one time, and he did the block party, right? And his performance, and this happens to everybody, right? So sometimes you have a bad performance, but I'm a believer in things happen for a reason. I see signs, and this is no shot to Elijah, but I'll never forget this. we're at the block party and he's performing. His performance is not the best. I don't know what it was. It was just maybe energy, whatever. And tell me why we're at the end of the event, and while he's performing, a trash truck just drives by.
God, yo.
If that ain't a sign from God that you need to do better.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's funny. I still think about that shit. It's just like, damn, nobody saw that but me. But no, like I was saying, he has flourished as a lyricist, an artist. The way he spits his lyrics has substance. It's life. He talks about, he's a man of faith, right? So his song, I think the first one, I ain't what I wanna be, da, 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 that's about the Lord, and he just has a way of storytelling that's just different, and I appreciate that. And it couldn't, the champion, him winning couldn't happen to a better person. Shout out to Smalls. Don't get me wrong. Smalls is great. And Smalls could have won too, and it could have gone either way.
100%.
But honestly, like, it really could have gone either way with the two of them. Like, maybe you're right. It could have, like, if they had performed one more song, maybe would have, but honestly, they were both phenomenal.
They were both great. Yeah, 100%.
I agree.
Yeah, and it's just, and it's not to take anything away from Smalls. I've seen Elijah grow. You know what I mean? So seeing him win, it was a little bit. It was extra special. You know what I mean? So, he's the champ. He's the coldest MC in the city. He's got the belt. He won the money. And it is what it is. So congratulations, Elijah, again. You did a hell of a job. I want to thank you guys for judging. Shout out to Bill Fee. Couldn't make it to the podcast, but I know Bill has his recap review and all that for all the artists and stuff. And he, me and him had a conversation about what was going on social media and shit like that. And we're moving on from it. And it's all good vibes for the summer. I can't wait for the summer. I want to do more things for the summer. Yeah, and I think that's it, man. And Flow Sessions Live 2. I already put it up there. You guys seen it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey,
What is that?
That is to be determined at the moment.
TBD. Come on, man. You gotta give us a date, dude.
He's trying to get us hyped.
Exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is.
Keep me updated.
Yes.
It was great meeting all of you as well.
Absolutely.
Rest of the judges.
Careless.
Yeah, honestly, what a great event you put on. Honestly, like, good time to network, good time to meet with other artists, but also just be in a room full of creatives. People who are doing creative shit. Aside from what regular life, like, we're all still, just loving the art.
And that's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. It's about networking.
That shit got me hyped. I don't even be doing that music stuff no more. But I was like, damn, this crowd, this shit.
Yeah,
I'm about to hit the booth real quick.
Let me see if I still got it. Hold on.
Yeah. So no, again, I want to
thank you
guys
man,
for
it
your
was
time.
great, bro.
Thank you guys. Yeah, absolutely. No, thank you for your time, for judging, coming through, judging, supporting the vibe, the platform, and as always, man, I do appreciate y'all for for trusting in me in this platform too, and just doing things for the community.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you having us.
Hey, thank you.
You already.
Bye, guys.
Have a good
day.
Bye.
Peace out.
Over.
That was it, man. That was a recap. That was the recap for the Flow Sessions Live. You heard it. You heard it from the judges, right? Shout out to Bill Fee again. We're gonna put his recap up a little later, but overall, great event. Shout out to Mike McDowell, the spot staff, everybody who's catered to the event. They were great. I can't wait to work with y'all again. I thought that the place was great for creatives, and I'm gonna continue to do events there because it's the perfect spot for creatives. Again, the spot. It's the perfect spot. That's it. I'll see you guys on the next one. This is your boy Gordy. This is Flow Talk. I'll holla.